world has been arguing about it.
Get in the shot that will finish things in.
Oh, the uppercut.
What an uppercut by...
Welcome back to Fantasy Fights. This time Joe Frazier goes up against Rocky Marciano. Should be a great fight. And let's look at their records. 32-4 Frazier, 49-0 Marciano. Both of them are about the same height. You can see Frazier definitely has a weight advantage and the reach advantage, about 5 inches. Both of them were in their prime about 4 to 5 years.
His opponent from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He's wearing black trunks. He weighs 203 and a half. The heavyweight champion of the world, Joe Frazier. 15 rounds for the heavyweight championship of the world.
From Brockton, Massachusetts, wearing black trunks, weighing 187 and a half, heavyweight champion of the world, Rocky Marciano.
Okay, this is Frazier against Oscar Bonavena from Argentina. The reason I'm showing this is he puts Frazier down twice. He lost the 10-round decision in 1966 to Frazier, but he had a style very similar to Rocky Marciano. Very awkward, cumbersome, but very effective.
1 minute to go in the round.
Here's Frazier against George Chuvalo, 1967. He's the first person to ever stop George Chuvalo. Stopped him on cuts in the 4th round. And this was in Madison Square Garden. Notice the bobbing and weaving. He's in tight, constant combinations, very fast hands, great body puncher. This would be very similar to the Marciano fight. And here is Jerry Corey and Frazier going at it. Once again, very similar to what Rocky Marciano and Joe Frazier would appear as. Notice how bobs and weaves. Constant pressure. Frazier's going to win this fight in the 7th round on cuts. Here's Frazier against Manuel Ramos, defending his title in 1968. This is a 2nd round knockout of the Mexican. And Frazier is just relentless. Tremendous conditioning. Now, this fight here is a unification fight in 1970 between Jimmy Ellis and Joe Frazier in Madison Square Garden. The winner is going to be the unified heavyweight champion of the world. Notice Frazier and his combinations, how fast they are. He's very tight in his punches, okay, that he doesn't throw awkward punches. He just repeatedly.
Down goes Ellis. He is beaten. Jimmy Ellis is going to try to get up. He is one to a frazzle. He is a game young man.
Ellis brought the WBA title into the ring. And, of course, we're going to get to see Frazier's legendary left hook here. One of the best left hooks in heavyweight history.
Frazier again with the left. Ellis standing there. Oh!
And there you see Ellis go down. This is a 4th round. Frazier just beats Ellis into submission. Ellis goes to his stool. In the 5th round, this fight is going to be stopped. I believe Angelo Dundee in the Ellis corner is going to throw in the towel and end the fight. He's been taking an incredible beating in this fight. Frazier's going to leave the ring in 1970 as the heavyweight champion of the world. This is a 1973 heavyweight title fight between George Foreman and Joe Frazier. This is the night that Joe Frazier's going to lose the title. He's going to go down 6 times in 2 rounds. Notice he cannot get in tight against the larger man. 6'3.5", 225 pounds. Foreman is a really, really large heavyweight. And there's the first time Frazier's been down since in the 2nd round. Remember, Joe Frazier in his career only lost to 2 fighters, Muhammad Ali and George Foreman. He lost to both of them twice.
He's up, and so the fight
Continue. 3 knockdowns.
Okay, now this is a legendary fight for Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali. They both were undefeated coming into this fight. This is a 15th round, and there's the left hook right there. Frazier's going to win the heavyweight championship of the world in a 15-round decision over Muhammad Ali. They're going to fight 2 more times. Ali's going to win a 12-round decision and actually stop him.
At 179 centimeters, he's the 3rd shortest heavyweight champ in history. His 173-centimeter reach is the shortest, bar none, and he never weighed more than 85 kilograms. That's lighter than today's cruiserweight maximum.
Okay, here's Marciano in action. The power that Marciano has.
He's badly hurt. He can't make it.
And he knocks Matthews out. This is prior to gaining the championship. Here's Marciano fighting Jersey Joe Walcott in 1952. And you can see Walcott, who's not known as a brawler, goes right at Marciano. He does not respect him. And he puts him down with a left hook. They're going at it toe-to-toe. And this is the 13th round of that 1952 fight, where Rocky Marciano is going to throw the knockout punch right here. It's going to be one of the hardest punches ever thrown. Marciano is going to win the heavyweight championship in this 13th round knockout. Walcott is not going to get up. Marciano was behind on points. Had to have the knockout and came through.
He landed a beautiful left hook, but Archie was ready for the follow-up.
There you see Archie Moore in 1955 knocking Marciano down. Marciano's not hurt. I think he was just off balance. This was, as I said, Marciano's last fight in 55.
Notice how Archie used the shoulder roll to slip Rocky's right and came back with a straight
Marciano's not hurt at all.
Archie was a very shrewd customer.
And this is the last round, the 9th round, in which Marciano just pummels the former light heavyweight champion Archie Moore into submission and gets the 9th round knockout. Notice the roundhouse punches. They're not real tight. He swings a lot when he gets his opponent hurt. Non-stop. Great body attack. Tremendous conditioning. Okay, let's look at Joe Frazier here. His strengths, endurance, hand speed, fought with combinations, tremendous body attack, had a great left hook, one of the best in heavyweight history, relentless pressure, and he had great head movement. Weaknesses, his adaptability. He did not adapt well, had a short reach. His ability to tie up his opponent when he was hurt. He did not have a real strong jab. Looking at Marciano, his strengths, his endurance, he fought out of a crouch, had tremendous power, constant pressure, body attack, and his defense. Remember, he fought very low. He was hard to hit. His weakness was size, reach, hand speed, boxing ability, had a weak jab, and he didn't have great quickness. The comparison chart, hand speed, got to go with Frazier in this area. He had much faster hands. Boxing ability, neither one of them were great boxers. They were coming at you straight ahead. KO power, both of them had tremendous knockout power. Chins, both of them took a punch really well. Size, Frazier has the advantage there, 15 to 20 pound weight advantage, about a half an inch in height. Defense, both of them were pretty good defensive fighters, contrary to what a lot of people think. Frazier's head movement, Marciano's down low. Endurance, two of the best conditioned fighters in heavyweight history. Adaptability, neither adapted well to their opponent. They were going to fight their style. They were going to come in and put pressure on you. Foot speed, neither had great foot speed. Strength, both of them were very strong. Jab, neither had a great jab. On cuts, I'm going to go with Frazier in that area because he stopped many of his opponents on cuts, and he never got stopped on cuts. And Marciano did have the Charles fight in which he was cut up really bad. Reach, Frazier has a slight advantage, and body attack, both of them go to the body very well. Comparison chart, Joe Frazier has the advantage 4-0. Okay, let's look at the fantasy results. The fight would be a war. Both fighters coming in low, bobbing and weaving. Marciano with more power in the tight areas and Frazier taking advantage of his faster hands. Both fighters absorbing incredible punishment, non-stop action. I see Frazier going down in the early rounds from a short Marciano right hand. Frazier was a slow starter. As the fight continues, Frazier is connecting with more punches because of his hand speed. Frazier would have trouble with Marciano's awkward style, much like he did in the Bonavena fight in 1966. Marciano's face is taking a beating as his eyes begin to swell. Marciano's having fantasy outcome. Both fighters' endurance would be incredible, neither fighter taking a back step. Frazier is ahead on points as the war continues. A cut opens over the bridge of Marciano's nose, and in the 10th round, the referee calls a halt to the fight due to Marciano's cut and vision problems. Keys to the fight: Frazier has faster hands. Marciano throws many roundhouse looping punches. Frazier's ability to throw combinations is also an advantage. Frazier fought during a much more competitive era in boxing history. This is irrefutable, and Frazier has a weight advantage, which is also a major factor in the fight as it continues. Please hit the like button, comment, and share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.